Good afternoon, everybody. Today's video is going to be my trail cameras for a week. I've set it out to get pictures. It's getting to the end of the velvet, where they're getting ready to lose their velvet. So I'm trying to see what size of bucks and stuff I have out there where I can hunt. I only have one set out this year. Usually I set three out. This year I'm just set one out. My problem is most of the bucks that I have are nocturnal. Most of the daytime bucks, they're not showing up. I mean, we got too much corn, too much milo standing right now. Silage cutters haven't started cutting yet, so they're still all in the fields. As you can see at the beginning of this, I'm hoping to get him this year. He's kind of like my unicorn of deers. Last year he was only 11 point. He had his basic 5x5 with the kicker. This year he exploded. What I can see in all the pictures so far, I think he's got 17 points on him. One drop tine. Could possibly be another one on the front side, but I can't really tell. I haven't named any of these. I just usually, me and my boy go through them and check all the pictures, watch them grow. Anymore, it's kind of fun to watch the trail camera pictures than it is actually hunting them. Seeing what they do, how they grow, when they're a little spiked to all the way what they are now. It's became interesting. I mean, I really didn't think I'd get that much joy out of doing this. Thought it'd just be a way to find a deer. But lately, after watching them go through, seeing them year after year after year, I like it. I mean, there's nothing like it. It's opened my eyes to a whole new way of hunting. And sometimes I don't want to shoot a deer because I want to see if he's going to get bigger next year or what's going to happen to him. My problem is I let them go too much and they start going back downhill and they start going other ways, going smaller racks, and they usually die of old age because, like I said, out here in southwest Kansas, most deer are nocturnal and it's hard to get permission for landowners. The one I do have permission for, I harvest or I go out and help cut milo, cut wheat, get permission on his land. There is no trees. Most of the deer out here will find like a little low spot or a ditch and they'll lay down in it, and you can glass and they'll dig down and put tumbleweeds on top of their antlers so they'll blend in perfect with the ground. They are very, very smart deer out here. And usually if you can find you a big one and see their antlers, you're going to have a nice trophy. But most of the time it's a lot of scouting. Lots of scouting. Because like I said, they are nocturnal. They don't move much until maybe 10 minutes before dark. And by that time you can't see through a scope or crossbow or bow. It's just too late in the day. I'll go through here. I'll try to figure out some names for each one of them and let you guys see what I'm picking up. This is, like I said, this is only, I think this is August 15th through the 20th or something like that on the pictures. Have fun. We'll show you the pictures. Starting off here, guys, is this one here is we're calling it called Slick. He's basically an 8 with the left side, little drop time on him. His all brow times kind of slick back, curve back, and have a little twist in them. This one is my big one. This is my unicorn. We're going to call him Tumbleweed, probably, because he looks like a tumbleweed as he's walking across. I mean, you could just look at all the character on him. He's got a drop tine. He's got kickers. I mean, crab claws on the ends. And he's just beefy. I mean, he's the biggest one that's out there we're trying to get. He comes in the most often, but it's always between midnight and 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. He doesn't ever come in during the daylight. I just wish one day he'd chase, early September or something like that. I wish he'd do a little chasing and kind of mess up a little bit. But what it is, what it is. I mean, just standing right there is just a perfect picture. I mean, I don't know what he'd score. If I had to guess, between 170 and 180 probably. He's just magnificent. Something I'd like to get sometime. And that's him in the background. That's Slick back up front, the 8 with the little drop tine, little kickbacks. They're always, I got 3 main bucks that usually come in. A lot of does. I won't show the doe pictures. There's Tumbleweed again. He's back in there again. And I mean, that's probably the earliest I've seen him show up is about 9 or 10 o'clock right there. And there's you go. You can see on Slick, you can see his brow tine is kind of messed up on there. If he turned his head a little more, you'd be able to see the little drop tine on him. But some of the pictures, he just ain't showing it right now. Right there, you can see it right there by his ear. And I think the Tumbleweed is his father because they got the same characteristics, the same drop tines and everything. Just he don't have a kicker like Tumbleweed does. But I think next year he'll probably be 11 with a drop tine, and there they are again together. And you see the difference in the two. I mean, Tumbleweed is just way bigger, huge. Oh, and right there's a good picture. You can see all the trash and stuff on his left side down by the brow tines. He's got a lot of trash down there. I'm hoping once Velvet gets done, he don't lose all that. There's Slick again. You can kind of see the way his brow tines slick back. He's a pretty deer. I mean, it's just, I'd like to leave him alone. Hopefully he'll last for another couple more years. It'd just be nice to watch him grow. You see how crooked that brow tine is right there. And the way they're slicked back. He is tall. I mean, and this one, I think is Slick, but I don't know if he's still the same. It almost looks different, but whenever he turns his head, you could probably tell it's Slick because he got the drop tine again on the left side. But you can look at all the times, what time they come in. See, he's coming in at 5 o'clock in the morning again. They're just too unpredictable. That's my first muley, which I'm hunting up there around muleys, and it's the first muley that got on camera. Not a bad one, still young, but he's got potential. The muleys here can get really big, I mean, because we're so flat ground. And there's Slick again. You kind of see his drop tine right there by his ear. The trash. They're consistent coming in. I mean, every night it seems like both of these come in. And I have one that comes in. We'll see him later. I've named him Mac. He's got 3 racks on him, and right here, this is Mac here. If you watch him real close, he's got 3 racks on him. As soon as he turns his head, you can see the other rack coming out on the bottom side. Last year we started seeing this deer at the end of the season. I don't know where he came from, but he is going to be wonderful. I still think he's only a 3.5-year-old deer. I think he is wounded or shot on the right-hand side, and it made that left-hand antler all messed up now. But I mean, if I got a chance at him, yes, I'll probably take him. And he looks like he's still got a long ways to grow, too, because he just looks like he's barely starting. And we'll finish up there with the old Tumbleweed. God, he's a beautiful deer. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and make sure you hit that like button if you like what you've seen today. hopefully with these trail camera videos, I'm going to try and put out every Wednesday. My next one I switched it over to video camera for this next time, so it'll be 30-second videos of the deer. We'll see how that goes. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you.